Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So today's video is about comparing the two-bladed prop against a three-bladed prop. Now these props are for the Syma X5C and the Sanma S309 X5 series, which is a clone. Anyways, so I've done a lot of testing with these quads that you guys know. I've done reviews on them, compared them, etc., etc. And a person had mentioned to me that when you run into these triple-bladed props, they actually cause more strain on the machine. So they're basically, bottom line, he's saying it causes damage. It wears out your PCB board faster, wears out your battery quicker, burns out your motors quicker, blah, blah, blah. Now, I told the person that they're absolutely crazy. They're nuts. But that also, at the same time, would depend on how much of a difference there is in the weight at the same time. Okay, and that's what we're going to determine today for you guys, is between the stock blade and these third-party X5 blades, what the weight differences are, and does it really harm the quadcopter to go to these triple-bladed props? Because a lot of people are like, well, I'm really not sure. There's a lot of debate. Some people say yes, some people say no. Well, what's the majority vote? Does the majority of people outnumber the minority saying that, it's going to cause damage, right? So you got to think of it that way too, and besides, it's up to you in the end what you slap on your quadcopter to make it fly, faster or better, if it actually does improve. And does it improve it? Well, we've already proven that the triple-bladed props do help improve the speed a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. We've proved the stability factor is also there. They do provide some really good stability, etc. So let's talk about the weights today. So I've got my scale out here, and everything's going to be measured in grams, which is something that you guys are all used to when you're dealing with weights of things in RC world here. So let's start out weighing the stock blade. Now we're going to let that sit so it can settle for a second. So 1.73 for the stock blade. Now I'm going to shut off and turn back on the scale so we know it's completely reset. One 1.82. 1.82 minus 1.73, 0.09 of a gram difference. So the triple blade is 0.09 of a gram heavier than the stock prop. That is absolutely a ridiculous number. That is absolutely so tiny, so minuscule. It's not going to hurt anything, okay? Now, some people prefer the double-bladed ones. Some people prefer triple-bladed. I guess it depends on your purpose and how you want your quad to look, If the difference was a gram difference, then I might say, okay, now we're treading on some thin ice here. But we're at 0.09 of a gram. That is so ridiculously small. I mean, come on, really? So, is it going to hurt your quad to run these triple blades? No. Is it going to make things run a little hotter? Well, maybe about, I don't know, point something of a small, minuscule amount of a degree temperature-wise more. But I would say probably not. Is it going to burn your motors out quicker? Hell no. Okay? So there is no difference here that is going to be substantial enough to warrant saying that the triple-bladed props for this brand of machine and this model of machines, even on the clone counterpart side, is going to cause any kind of harm whatsoever to your quadcopter. Okay? The difference is too small to really make a difference, okay, or to even really cause any harm whatsoever. So I would say my vote is use what you want for single bladed or triple bladed, or call it a double bladed prop versus a triple bladed aftermarket hop up prop. Okay. Now, if you get into a quad prop, which I don't have any, okay, but then we could compare and then say, okay, now if the weight is even more substantial, where the quad bladed prop, if they have one for this, is actually way heavier, then I would probably say in that case, all right, now this is where we're going to back off, you know, and not use a quad prop, okay? But today we're only talking about the stock versus the triple. Those are your numbers. You've seen it yourself, okay? Do the math yourself. It is not going to cause any harm to your quad. It's going to be a personal preference thing between running the stock versus the triple. The triple bladed props actually look cool on the quad, you know, because even when you go center to center with these things, these are actually shorter in length, okay? So, you know, it makes up for its shortness. They're also narrower too, you know. So, really, it's nothing to worry about, guys. Not in my opinion, anyway. So anyway, that's pretty much it. That's what we wanted to talk about quickly with you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you on the next one.